Really? Everything's all ready to go. And Instagram won't let me click the button. There we go. It was just delayed. There we go. Yay! It works. Okay. Couple minutes late. Wait, my computer has no idea what time it is. All right. Just a couple minutes late, but that's all right. There's not a ton to go over today. I'm only just now feeling better from whatever stomach flu thing it was that I decided that I was going to catch over the past couple of days. So, yeah, I haven't done the judging because I was going to try and judge early, and I've been laid out with buggy things, which that's going around. I think everybody's been here or there sick the last little bit. So, good company. Everybody has soup and warm beverages and comforting blankets and stuff. But yeah, just starting to feel better. I'm going to try not to push myself too hard. I had the one day and I totally stopped everything. I didn't even work while I was laying down on the couch. I was like, I'm going to take the whole day off. I'm going to rest. I'm going to let my body heal. I'm going to just not do my usual thing, which is trying to get as much done as I can while still laid out. And then did really well that first day. I was very proud of myself. Second day, I was like, I feel kind of better. So let's go do some things. And I pushed it way too hard. And then yesterday, I was pretty laid out for most of the day again. So don't do that. Let your body recover. So we have people showing up on Instagram because it's working. Yay. Hi, people on Instagram. We have Bean, Jess, Loki, Atlantic Briars. We have Northern Aurora Studios. We have Zoya. Hello. We have Workhorse Studios. Hello. How's it going? We have AQHA Mom 2. Hello. Mom Goose 93. Hello. Then on our normal YouTube, we have Ride Till Dark. Hello. Amy, good morning. Teresa, good morning. Tommy, good morning. These are all on Facebook. Amy, good morning. Thank you. I'm definitely feeling more myself, which is good. It's not fun because it was one of those things where there was evacuation going on both ends. Not simultaneously. Thank you. But it's never fun. It's like your body, and when your stomach doesn't feel well, like other than that, and it sucks to feel almost better, but no, you're not quite there and have just that weakness. Ugh, don't like it. Brenda, good morning. Twyla, how's it going? We are in a crazy deep freeze. I was almost not sure if I was going to be able to do the stream today because we got an emergency alert through our phones and the TV and every device that is connected to the internet saying that there was an emergency alert for all of my province of Alberta saying that our power grid was on the edge of collapsing. So I was like, well, I guess I can't stream if we don't have power. It's been minus 40s Celsius with the wind chill, which it translates to between minus 40 and minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit with the wind chill, which is very cold. Very, very cold. So a lot of people are using all their appliances and running their normal stuff and then heaters, and people have their furnaces failing. So they're running little like the baby heaters in their houses, which is taking up even more electricity. So they sent out an alert saying, don't charge your electric cars, don't plug in your block heaters, don't run your big appliances, don't cook on the stove, cook in the microwave, which apparently uses less power, unless you have a gas stove, which uses natural gas. So you don't have to worry about it, which I do, thankfully now. Yay, I don't have to worry about it. And if the power goes out, I can still cook, which is awesome. And food tastes better over fire. Just saying, for anybody who's weird about that. Or questioning. It's like all the research online is pretty well that it's better over gas, and I didn't quite believe it. I'd heard it and I was like, I'm going to try it out because it looks really cool. And, always good to have the ability to cook if there's no power. And there's been an increasing question about our electrical grid for a while, so I was like, yeah, try it because I'm geeky about the cooking thing, and you never know. And definitely, there's been a definite market improvement in my cooking. And my cooking was already pretty good, not to like toot my own horn, but I spend a lot of time with trying to learn and improve things and learn how to do flavors and stuff, which I couldn't cook 10 years ago very well at all. So if you can't cook now, there is hope. And if you're that kind of person, since I'm on this tangent with my brain, the Sandy Richards cookbooks, it's SANDI, is laid out in a way that's very ADHD brain friendly. Her cookbooks are laid out in the order that you use your ingredients, and everything's bolded in important places so that you can like easily spot where you're using something. And her recipes are delicious, and she has low salty versions and all sorts of stuff. She's kind of mindful about the health conscious end of things, but definitely highly recommend her stuff. Let's see if I can put it in the caption thing. If I spelled it right. Then you guys can look back if you're not in chat, because people who are watching later are going to be like, what the heck is she talking about? I can't see chat. Let's see if it pops up. Ba-ba-da-ba. So that's how you spell it. Sandy Richards, I believe. And if not, you can look up that in cookbooks. It'll pop up. She's got a really cool maple turkey recipe that's awesome, and I believe you can find them in the States. So anyway, that's my aside for right now. So yeah, they sent out this notification saying you were going to have power. Everybody had to limit all their electrical usage. We turned off all the lights in the house. We started a fire in our fireplace because thankfully we have a wood-burning fireplace we can still use, and waited to see if the power would go out. It's like, I don't know. Are we even prepared for something like this? Like, where's our flashlights? I don't know. So yeah, I was at last night preparing myself for a post to be like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a stream. And then the power never went out. So everybody was able to reduce their consumption. And then the province beside us, who still has coal burning power plants, because they didn't shut them down because they're trying to not transition too quickly onto like the wind power, which there was none yesterday. There was no wind, there was no solar. You weren't going to get energy that way. Yeah, it was just this hot mess of things. But anyways, the province beside us gave us power to offset a little bit, and then people dropped their power consumption. So there were blackouts. Yay! So we can do a stream. Yay! But it is really freaking cold. Boo! And anyway, crazy things. Oh, Northern Aurora is Ashley Crow on Facebook. Hi. Yeah, if you pop into the chat and say hi, it's always good. We have Katybug13. How's it going? Fields of Heather Art. Hello. Amanda's Models. Jillian's Collection. Hello to both of you. And Rassam Dunyasi 2021. Hello. All right, I'm going to go back over here. So we have like crazy stuff. And I know you guys down in the States, some areas are getting cold snaps right now too. And it's just nuts. Oh, we have so many more people. Hi, everybody. Four Hoofs, One Hot Studios. We have Christina. Hey, Christina. Laura Rocksmith. Hello. Dylan. Hello. I have a couple things that came in the mail to show you guys. Krista, hi. Katie, hi. So if you aren't here live and you're watching this later, the chat is an awesome place. If you can catch the streams live, you can talk in the chats. Facebook is particularly active, but Instagram's starting. So it's always good. Of people that are like-minded, and they're always good people. We don't generally tolerate crazy people and bots and spammers. I think there's people that generally scoot them out of the chat pretty quickly. But it's always nice to chat about stuff. So while I'm chatting, there's people chatting in the comments. So if I'm like making comments about what's going on in the comments, it's there, which I think you can see on the replay. But if you go through Facebook, but there are some people showing up on all the stream things. So you won't see the amalgamation of all the comments, because only I can see the amalgamation of all the comments, because I got like 15 screens going. I did get a couple cool things in the mail. Like I was saying earlier, I didn't get to judge the coloring contest because I was sick. So that's that on that. But I should be able to still post the results tomorrow. I'm trying to frantically catch up on doing all that. And then we will go from there. So Julie, hello. Thank you. I'm feeling much better. Jody, hi. How's it going? Ellen, good morning. Holly, good morning. It's very, very cold. Minus 35 for Dayland with the cold, with Fahrenheit with the wind chill. That's gross. -4 was not so bad. -4, it depends where you live. If you live in Antarctica like I do. Amy's also agreeing that food tastes better over gas than electric. Yeah, who knew? That's the thing. Hopefully they don't ban them. I don't know. Very cold in Wyoming. Sweden is minus 20 degrees Celsius. I think we're minus 34 Celsius without the wind, and it feels like minus 44 with the wind chill, which I think that's up to minus 50 Fahrenheit with the wind chill. Crazy. Laura Rocksmith says, my sister wrote a neat cookbook. You can drop it in the comments if you want. Alton Brown. Duh! You guys are my people. Jody. We're going to do a thing on cooking today, apparently. Jody Jones put in the comments. Here, I will put it up on screen. That if you like cook sciencey stuff, Alton Brown, his show and his books are the best. They're all science. They're all fantastic. And they're all geeky, nerdy, wonderful, amazing things. So I can't do this with Instagram comments. So for those of you that are posting on Instagram, I'm sorry, I can't share your comments this way. So if you're like, why are you not posting our comments? That's why I don't do it very often, because I don't want to be unfair. But yeah, Alton Brown, I love him. It was Good Eats was the TV show. So if you can find that on YouTube or otherwise, so fun. It was like Bill Nye the Science Guy meets cooking, but better. That might be blasphemy to say for some people, but yeah. We have Pam. Hi, Pam. Julia. Hello. Even the dogs aren't wanting to spend time outside. It's just too cold. Turbo has his big blanket on, and I think that they were on the edge of bringing them all into the arena because it was just that cold. But they do have a break from the wind, and it's not crazy cold if you don't have the wind. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, rather have tornadoes over snow. Let's see. We have Jill Webb. Good morning. Bonjour from Gina. Bonjour. Comment ça va? That's, don't test me on my French. I'm terrible. I have I decided that there was room in my head for horses or French, and I was like, yeah, no, that's obvious. The choice is obvious. We have Julie Harris. Hello. Minnesota is pretty cold right now. Good Eats, Alton Brown. See, you guys know me. See? This is why we like the chat, because everybody's like, oh, Alton Brown's amazing. You're all the right people. All right, so on that note, what do I have? I have behind me, which you might have spotted, a hairless version of our handsome dude. You can see where I almost drilled all the way through his neck. So he's being prepared for one of the other versions of the main, probably banded first. And then I haven't made an announcement as to what won our survey for the potential third option. So I will find a fun way to do that soon. But I have a fun story about how that happened that I will share in a post later. But his tail's gone too. So yeah, he's gonna hold his foot. Oh no. Sometimes that happens when you're casting, is there's little air bubbles and you gotta figure it out. But that is a thing. So I didn't get to make a thing about some of the stuff that came over the holidays, and as always, the photos this way with the video is not going to be as awesome as they are in person. I'll try and get better pictures for you. I got a box from Lynn Castles Caldwell, and it had a mini version of My Big Fire Heart in it that she painted for me. So I've got the big guy and the little guy now. And they have the same markings and everything. It's fantastic. I squealed so loud. It is rather magnificent as I manhandle them for the camera. But, so he's got the crazy, oh, you're not going to be able to see it very well. It does not do, there we go. You can really see all the hair by hair roning. She did a tutorial for the last Just About Horses. If you can hit somebody up for that, or if you have it. And then the little guy has all the little hair by hair roning and reverse dappling going on too. It is crazy. The camera's actually doing a pretty good job today. Good job, camera. We can do this. And if there's little dots, like he's a little dusty because I didn't clean him off before I decided to show him on camera. But look at him. He's like the size of his head. That one's got dust on his nose too. So that was exciting. Lynn is super sweet and I super squeed. I was like, he's so small. I wasn't sure what it was. And it said, don't open till Christmas. I'm like, what did I do? So yeah, I was very, very excited for the mini Fireboy. And then I got another box in the mail just the other day that was supposed to come for Christmas and didn't make it for Christmas. For whatever reason, the shipping was all nutty. But we had somebody that took the customizing or the Zeiss coloring contest a little bit literally and made a full 3D pony. So this guy is in fact a Breyer underneath, and this is by the like ridiculously talented flatwork and otherwise Sasha Ferris. And it is the Breyer miniature horse made into a little baby dragon pony Zeiss. Look at him! Look at him with his short legs! Ah, I got really excited. We have the best people in the hobby. I don't care what anybody says. There's also some of the opposite, but that's gonna happen. That just makes you appreciate the awesome ones better. So cute. He's got little wings. I'm surprised he shipped and made it in one piece. There's a lot of little tiny bits on it, but she posted him to her Facebook or Instagram page, and I shared it on Instagram, and I haven't been able to share it through Facebook yet, but so cute. He's got modeling, big giant nostrils. Rawr. So cute. I do want to potentially make a full sculpture of Zeiss or one of his family at some point, because I think a little tiny short leg dragon pony would be epic. The challenge being all of the extra little bits that pop up around them. But I know of at least one other person that took the competition literally but didn't quite get it finished. I was hoping somebody would do some sort of customer sculpture because it's fun. But yeah, he's very, very cute. And then he balances on his 3 legs. Let's see if I can show him. He balances on his 3 legs with his one little leg up like he's about to kick. Just like the drawing. So cute. So excited. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Lynn. You guys rock. What else? What else do I have to show you? All the things. I have made a very cool decision that I'm going to announce publicly fairly soon. I've been trying to figure out different ways to do something cool for the Medallion Club, and I got a different nozzle for my airbrush, and I want to do a little bit more painting. So, drum roll. The next Medallion Club box that goes out, which will be the January-February one, so it'll ship at the end of February, will go out with one random box containing a painted medallion. Either of the past medallion, which would be, can I say it yet? Maybe? Yeah, fine. If you don't want to hear the spoiler, plug your ears for like 10 seconds. The Tater Chips medallions. So one of those, or the new one if I'm on the ball enough. It will, so you'll get your normal unpainted, and then you'll get a painted version as well. So one lucky person within the Medallion Club will get painted, ready to go, ready to show, ready to enjoy, custom piece for no monies. And their normal box, which is epic, cool. And hopefully it's a color they like. It's always the chance you take. And then if you win it and you don't like it, you're not obligated to keep it. You could sell it or give it away or whatever. But it makes it a little bit more fun, right? You never know if you're going to get something extra cool in your box. And it is a way to get myself to do a little bit more painting. It's a little bit more fun for you guys. And it's an opportunity for people who might not otherwise be able to get my paintwork to be able to have a piece of my paintwork. So it'd be kind of fun. And then you get your box and you're like, and if I'm on the ball enough, then it would be the same medallion that everybody else gets, but you get the first painted version, which would be extra cool. So we'll see how on the ball I can be. But if not, then it'll be a tater, which is also really cool because I have 5 million ideas for different tater colors. So yeah, and then we'll see how that works going forward, but definitely for this next box. So if you're in the club, it's going to be extra fun this time. Not that it hasn't been the last couple times, because we did Gambler's Choice, and then we did the coloring contest, which club people get their extra cool stuff. So that'll be super fun. We have a Bean, Loki, and Briars. Hello. You would have to absolutely ball if I got it. See, it'd be so fun. You open up your box and you're like, do what medallion? Oh my god, it's painted. Because I try and think of if I was growing up in the hobby and wanted to follow my favorite artists. So at the time, if it was like, okay, I'm gonna follow Mink, and or even now, if artists were doing clubs and things, and it's like, okay, you have this cool thing, you get your box, that's super awesome, and then on top of your box, there might be some extra cool, fun surprise in it. Like I try and do things that I would enjoy getting, because yeah, it's just extra fun, extra. That's me, but extra fun is cool too. Yeah, and then we'll see who gets it. The club is open for new subscriptions until, that's a good point, Julia. Till the 16th. So we're the 14th today, so I should start reminding people. And I will post, I'm gonna have to post a spoiler of the medallion, since there's been a whole bunch of spoilers because people are excited about the Gambler's Choice anyways. That will all start to be posted right away here, probably tomorrow and the next day, just to give people time if they want to join up for the club and then get the tater chips and go from there. So yeah. And fun fact, tater chips, the actual medallions, fit inside the small snack size bags. So just saying, I was super awesome when I thought about that. We have Reese Equine. Hello. How's it going? Yeah, so that'd be super cool. So you might in the next box get a painted medallion by me, and ta-da! I don't even know what the supposed to with any kind of contest or anything. I guess it's not really a contest. Be like, this is the blah 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 value. It's priceless. Especially if it comes in your favorite color. Could you imagine? Or like your most hated color, you open the box, you're like, oh, I hate chestnut. But then you can make a whole bunch of money. So sell it, whatever. You don't have to feel obligated. How big is he in Raven face measurements? He's like my mouth, my big mouth right there. Yeah, so I think that'll be really fun. There are some other potentials for that to evolve at some point and potentially pop up again. I have plans this year. Yeah, so I guess on that note, it's fun to be in the club. I still need to get Tater stuff posted, but I'm still working through divide things. She bite. And she stressed me out. But we're getting so freaking close. There's like a couple left. What else do I have to show you guys? My brain's like, eh. Briar did do some fun stuff. Hold on 1 second while I negate. I guess I can negate. No, hold on. We saw Briarfest stuff this week. Briarfest blog. I will share my screen and show you the Briarfest blog. Okay, can I even see it? No, I can't. Wow. All right, what did we drop off with last time? We saw the pony. Oh, there we go. So we saw the pony, which is this one. And I'll make this smaller so you guys can actually see what's going on. No, bad. So this was the cute pony. And then they came out with the True North, which is in like a Danilino, which I really like this color. Briar does a really good job on it. Undone, we had Peaks of the Spots. And then we have Mule. Silent screaming so I don't destroy your earbuds. Alan, A Day's Work. The name is also a pun. Also winning. I hope this mule is there in person because I will freak out and cuddle its little white topped ears. Love mules. All right. So super awesome eventer mule. He's 13.3 hands, so pony sized. Extra squeezed for pony sized. They did the little white ear tips. It is on John Henry. We need a new mule mold, but ask Briar for it because we've been asking Briar for a new mule for a long time and a new donkey. Super cute color, super cute that we're getting a mule. Its little white ears destroy me, so I might need one. I don't know. It's so cute. If Fireheart's a surprise horse, I'm gonna die and I will never financially recover. I don't know that they would do that yet. Maybe? I don't know. That would destroy everything. At least I'd be there for it. But if you guys want to see my brain explode in live action, that is how you do it. Maybe they're going to do that. Maybe they're like, oh, hey, we're just going to punk Raven. Nobody knows. It's Briar. They do stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then we got a peek that there was going to be a Celtic Salinero, which is looks like a livery chestnut in Leopard Appaloosa gloss. So this is our first gloss one. So we don't yet know what's going to be matte glossy split. We don't yet know what might have a mane or tail swap. If they're going to do it, we don't know. Briar likes to not let us anticipate what they're going to do. So we've seen in the past. And then I think this year is a special year for Briarfest. It's maybe an anniversary year. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys might know better, but I thought that last year they said that this year was an anniversary year or something. So that would mean that, or maybe next year is. They have two. They have an anniversary for Briarfest, and then they have an anniversary for Briar as a whole. So yeah. Who knows what they're going to do? And nobody knows. They might throw crazy stuff in there just to throw crazy stuff in there. But he's super cool. He is, you be very careful when you're looking at the runs because some of them are in-person only. Some of them are online only. Some of them are all just to add another layer of complication. Because we needed that. My brain can't keep track. I don't know. Somebody needs to do a chart with the pictures and be like, if you have this ticket, these are the ones you can buy. If you have this ticket, these are the ones you can buy. Because otherwise I'm going to be so confused. But yeah, so this one's in hand only. So you have to be at the park to get it. So if you are not at the park, you're going to have to find somebody to do a pickup at the park, or you're going to have to pay scaled up secondary market prices. Yeah. And then we had a guess. Who's this? That is a story of a rescue pony. And then we had, this was another reveal. So this is my fight song. So they all are girl power type themey names, it seems, except for the ones that are portraits. So we'll see what comes out next week, or this week, next week, whatever tomorrow is, if that counts as this week or next week for you, because different people say it's so confusing. I never understood that. So yeah, this is Heather Puello's Lipizan Stallion, and I really like how they did the color. It balances quite nicely with this guy. And then people are saying they like one side, this side over the other side, but the balance of this marking with the facial marking works really well on this side, but I kind of like this on this side. So yeah, he's really cool. This is the first time we've seen this guy on the non-Premier Club type stuff. So we should see the Premier models from this last year. Yeah, we're in January, so 2023. This last year. I live in non-time space, so I don't understand this human concept of time. Past, present, who knows? It's all the same. We're existing in the same moment quantumly. It's fine. So yeah, this is the first time we're going to start seeing the Premier models from last year show up as special runs for Briarfest, because that's generally how it works. Doesn't always work like that. They like to break the rules, so we'll see how it goes. This is the first time we've saw him, Adonis, this way. So he will be like this. We'll probably see Rhiannon and Remy. My brain has a really hard time with those two pairings of mares and full names. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah. So we should see Rhiannon and Remy by Kylie come out in SR colors, special run colors, probably. We'll probably see some of these maybe as the raffle models. See how it goes. We'll see what colors they come up with. Should be fun. And then what was the other horse for this last year? I got them. I should know this. Someone help my brain. We had Adonis. Then we had Rhiannon. And then, Cancion? Yeah, I guess so, hey? And we've seen him as the raffle model. So we'll see him probably in the regular thing. Yeah. You guys are like, we're here because we like Raven's crazy brain. It's fine. I think that was it. That was all the stuff that we saw from Briar. Yeah. So that'll be fun. We should see more this week, and then we'll go from there. Like Fight Song's mustache. Very sad he's online too. Only model I love. I'm sure you'll be able to find somebody to do pickups. Somebody actually did do an excellent chart. Let me see if I can grab it off Blab. Yes, do it. Does Blab still exist? I was on Blab so many years ago, and then I left. And then I didn't go back. Because I don't have time for all the... There's too many... There's social medias, and I don't even do the TikToks. And, I'm getting old. I think it's the 35th anniversary. 2014 was the 25th. So, we might see something special. They did the silver filigree for the 25th as like pop-up things. So who knows? I picked the right one to go to, maybe. It'll be fun. But then they added more variations and my brain might explode and I'll be like, I need all the things. You guys understand. We're all in the same boat. Works out. Yeah. Oh, next year, 2025 is Briar's anniversary. But is that Briar Fest anniversary or is that Briar anniversary? I'll have to look it up. So yeah. Planning to go Briar Fest this year. Hit a bunch of bumps. Can't do it. Oh, sorry. Wanted to meet you guys. Doesn't always work out. I'm going to try and come back as often as I can, so we'll see how it goes. Can't see pics and comments. Parks, Marion Fuller in this year. They must have... What? We haven't seen all of the runs yet, so we might see more. So I imagine that there's more coming. There's going to be limited editions and special runs that are all mixed up, so... Maybe they're saving the Marion Full for something special. I have no idea. I'm excited to meet you too, Beatrice. It'll be fun. I think Briarfest is going to be lots of fun this year. See? You guys are my people. Amy's like, I have crazy brains, so I understand Raven's crazy brain. And the squirrels. So many squirrels. Hi, Shattery. How's it going? We've just been talking about squirrels. Welcome. Ask the creator of the spreadsheet if you could share. Yeah, please do. I will share it to my page too if it pops up. Because we'll get more to it. I'm sure it'll be evolving. I should probably try and go back to Blab, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Briar's 75th anniversary in 2025. But when is the Briar Fest anniversary? Is it like the... Because they did that at a different time. Rabbit. Candace too. Hi. Briarfest meeting. Oh my god. My red healer's name is Squirrel. That is a very good name for a red healer. I had healers growing up, so they are very wonderful dogs. Very crazy dogs. Oh, the Briar Fest anniversary is this year. Is that what you're saying, Laura? Because I think that's what, yeah. So next year's, yeah. Anyway. Oh, spreadsheet. I can't see images. I don't know if I can share it in chat, but yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. So yeah, we're doing fun things. She's like, if I got anything painted by you, it would never leave. Didn't matter what color it was. Well, and then if I do this in the future for other Medallion Club times, if it's like a sporadic event or however I'm going to manage to do it, it probably won't be the only time that I do a painted piece. Then if you don't like yours, you could potentially trade it with somebody who gets another one if you don't like it. Could be fun. Not the crazy brains unite. Yeah. What else was I going to share with you guys today? I need to update the website for biters and stuff going out, so I'm going to do that soon. Sending out more email address confirmations, and then people that are waiting extra long, I'm going to do something extra special for you guys, because I know my deadline was supposed to be Christmas, and I did not meet deadline for Biters for Christmas. But yeah, I'm going to try before the end of the month to do the first batch of our cute little, it'll either be the end of this month or beginning of next month for our little dude of the Taters. No kicking, people. The one with hair, the one with holes. You don't want the one with holes. But he is cute without. Naked. So we have something exciting, because I feel, bad when I don't have exciting things for you guys. I want a fingerling potato. For winged dragon pony resins, just cast the wings separately, include them for the artist to add after. Yeah. It's always a debate with things with fragile bits, because there's people that prefer them attached and there's people that prefer them not attached. And then there's a very big divide between the two groups, because it's a pain in the butt to ship things with bits attached. And it's a pain in the butt to see all the seams where you just either magnet things on or however you're going to do it. So, yeah. Scuttlebutt and Firestorm would be very cute together, Katie. I'm very excited. You should see yours soon. I believe that they were shipping the Scuttlebutts that I sent notices out for people that paid over the holidays are shipping out on Monday. Yay! So you should have tracking, I think. The Olps normally send tracking, I think, before they send them out. But yeah, so that's the thing. Working my butt off to get the biters out. There's a whole bunch that are in the queue to ship. I have a bunch that I'm dropping off today. So we are on the wheel of the time to do the things. And it makes me sad that there's no like Brandon Sanderson boxes to show off this year, but I'll find something else fun to show you guys in the streams. On that note, I'm going to be reaching out to my newsletter subscribers and doing a little bit of a poll, I think, soon, to just get a feel for what people are wanting in their collections for the next little bit, because I'm planning things out. I already have some plans, but it's always good to get input from you guys. So if you've been waiting on bated breath to share what you want to see, then I will send that out soon, hopefully. Probably in the next couple weeks. I'm going to be also sending a People's Choice medallion. So I did this starting last year, and it was people in the Medallion Club were able to put in their hopes and dreams for what they wanted to see in the Medallion Club, whether that was different kinds of things for the boxes or breeds, the type of medallion that they wanted to get, stuff like that, little fun things to do. And I'm trying to incorporate some of that stuff. And I wanted to do a People's Choice medallion again this year, and it'll refresh all the other bits of information. So if you really wanted something that you didn't see last year and you suggested it last year, you're welcome to suggest it again, or you're welcome to change it, however you want to do it. And then we will see what we end up with as our People's Choice medallion for this year, which you guys get to pick. So it's extra fun. Yeah, that'll be quite a cool. I'll send that out in the next probably sometime this week once our memberships close, just so that I don't miss any new members coming in. Memberships for the Medallion Club are open until Tuesday, which is the 18th, not 16th. So Thursday. So I'll start sending out this week pictures of what the medallions were for this last box, and then the information about the painted piece that'll be going out in the next box, and we'll go from there. And if you wanted to buy the past one, you can, and yeah, all the normal stuff. You can find it on the website if you want to know more or ask questions. Hopefully, I'm going to try and post the time I'm going to do the stream a little bit earlier so people can plan a little bit better, and then we'll go from there. Should be fun. But maybe I'll even ask if there's things people want me to do videos on. I still want to get into that. Once I get free of biters, I will have more time to do the things, because nothing takes more time than a biter. Nothing in existence. Not even like the collapse of a star or the birth of a galaxy. Biter takes longer. Long years are hard. I agree. We do just like hanging out. See? Chat's awesome. Let's see. Ride Till Dark says, I'm scooped in my first 3D horse, a little bigger than stablemate, and it's a Shire. Super excited. I believe I loved the picture. It's so cool to see people starting out and doing their own sculptures, and you're doing a great job. So keep it up. Yeah, it's just like the hobby comes full circle with people inspiring others, and don't be afraid to ask questions. There's a very supportive community. I guess I should mention, because my brain's not even sure what month it is. We are now in January, so NaMoPyMO is coming up. You want to join in on that if you want to learn how to paint, even just be around awesome people that are doing model horse stuff. It is a very safe community to experiment and learn and ask questions. Let's see if I can do it on our thinger. Hold on. I'll put it in the banner, which will show up right here in a second. Book, book, book. So NaMoPyMO, National Model Painting Month, primarily on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, it's worth joining even just for that, I think. But there's going to be NaMoPyMO tags on Instagram and TikTok and you name it, probably YouTube as well. But huge community of a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of artists willing to support each other while they learn how to paint model horses and make the hobby better. Good juju. We like good juju. So yeah, check it out. I believe it starts in February. So you get to pick your model, you announce, you either officially finish or not, or if you want to just do it loosey-goosey, you can follow along and not commit to anything. That's also fine. So yeah, awesome, super fun thing to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I guess if I want to paint more, I probably should. But we'll see how it goes. I still have like half a month to figure it out. So we will decide. You're not allowed to technically paint medallions for it. There's a separate medallion painting thing. But if you want to break the rules and do it, whatever. Everybody's painting stuff. You can work on your own painting skills. I don't judge for that sort of thing. I think it should be a supportive thing. You just can't enter officially and get your selfie picture in the collage thing. But depends on what you want to do and what you care about or not. So yeah. So hit NaMoPyMO app and yeah, should be fun. On that note, I wanted to show you guys one more thing and then I'll let you guys go because we're going to talk about my hyperfixation of the month. And we kind of did a little bit with the cooking thing, but I made a loaf of sourdough in my gas oven and destroyed it. It was horrible. And then got new flour. And I've had my sourdough starter, which is basically like a little pet, for a year now, as of this last week. And you basically feed it and water it every day and make sure that it's like it'll rise and then it'll start falling and you got to feed it again. So it's like a pet. It tells you when it wants to be fed. And then when you love it enough, it's very bubbly and happy and it makes delicious food for you. So that's also a bonus. But I made a loaf and it came out with little blisters on the top of it, which I've never had happen before. And when I was making it, I broke the dough, which you're not supposed to do. Broke the rules. So you're supposed to do these folds to trap air and build flavor and build gluten. And it's a fairly lengthy process. So I'll do things in the studio and then run upstairs and then do my folds and then let it sit again and do my folds and developing the flavor slowly. And so it was really extra bubbly. And then I worked it so hard that it just started to break apart, which you're not supposed to do. That's like rule number 1 of don't mess your sourdough up, and you break the rules and you get like kicked out of groups and stuff. But I don't follow rules. I don't know about you guys. So I broke it and then I was like, oh, sorry, little dough ball. I guess I'll just let you sit for longer. So I gently tried to fix it and put it over in the side and let it rest a little bit longer, which I wasn't supposed to do either. And then it was happily sitting there and I went back up to check on it and put it in its basket as normal because it did another stretch and fold. Put it in its little basket with like rice flour in it and let it sit in the fridge. And it came out with all these blisters. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? So I looked it up to see and I'm not down the rabbit hole far enough to know what the blisters meant, but the air pockets usually mean good fermentation. So if you look on the inside, they're apparently the big bakery people and the bakers that are in it to be crazy want the really big air holes, which you can't butter a piece of bread if it has really giant air holes all the way through it. But if you get the blistering on the top, it's like super pro amazing. I posted it to a group of sourdough people. It's a Sourdough Geeks group on Facebook. And they lost their ever loving. They were like, "What were you using? Oh my God, you need to contact the flour company and they need to sponsor." It was like crazy, crazy. I'm like, what happened? So I cut it open because I was trying to see. And you're supposed to it's supposed to be crunchy. This is like yesterday's bread and it's still crunchy and wonderful. But all the little, they're crunchy and lovely because all the little blisters are fantastic. But it's probably the best loaf I've made so far. It's supposed to spring back and it's moist and delicious. And it's even moist and delicious after a day. I don't even understand. It was super tasty. I'm super happy. It could have been a little bit bigger in the rise of it. It kind of flopped on the one side a little bit, but for dough that I did the like forbidden sin of breaking, did pretty good. So if you want a really deep rabbit hole or you want another pet, try sourdough. It's fun. You could also do the sourdough and leave the starter in your fridge. And it only needs to be fed once a week instead of every day or like twice a day, depending on how active your starter is. So if you like food and you want an adventure, you want another pet, it's a fun way to do it. And there's a lot of people that are getting into it as like indie bakers, and they will sell their loaves to the local community and charge a fair amount for them. And then you can do inclusions. You guys said it was okay to do the hyperfixation of the week, so I'm doing it. Let's see. Where did I put my sourdough thing? So inclusions are basically anything you'd put into the bread otherwise. There we go. So chocolate chips, nuts. You could do cinnamon and butter for like a swirl of almost like a cinnamon roll when you're baking it, which would be delicious. So it says you can include them in your stretch and folds or laminate them in place when you do your bulk fermentation. You can do herbs, butters, all sorts of stuff. There's videos. So nuts, fruit, whatever you want. If you want like raisin sourdough bread, which would be really good. It's like sourdough is this crazy rabbit hole of intenseness, and it's also delicious because sourdough is delicious. So yeah, if you wanted a weird aside, but that was my hyperfixation of the week because I was trying to figure out, I was using hand milled, I have my own like wheat that we buy just as wheat, and then I have a milling machine that'll mill it into flour. And then I've been using that whole wheat flour to make the dough, but I used Bob's Red Mill artisan bread flour and mixed it in with my whole wheat, like 50-50, and then a little bit more of the bread flour. And it's like game changer. I've never had sourdough that's been this soft and juicy and delicious on the inside. So now I can't wait to put cinnamon swirls in it. It's going to be tasty. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Gina says, I'm in a sourdough scoring Facebook group. It's very cool. Yeah. Ooh, if I'm on TikTok, follow Hebrian Baker. I'm writing that down. You guys have the best things. See? Hebrian Baker. Big on TikTok. I learn all the things. So yeah, if I come in, wait, what? My brain like just disintegrated. Yeah, anyway, if I put inclusions in my bread, I will tell you guys how it works out. Cindy's coming in saying, ooh, anything about tater. So end of this month, early February, it looks like it'll end up being for the first batch, but it should be a reasonably significant sized batch and then all ready to ship and ready to go, which would be amazing. I have somebody that's helping us to clean the castings, the initial clean, and then I will do the last inspection. They'll all get packed in boxes and they will be happily waiting with all of their swag for all the awesome people who want them. I'll try and make this batch as significantly sized as I can. And then I will, of course, give you guys a heads up as to when it's going to be so you can plan for times and making sure you're online if you want one. Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I just saw that pop up. Young Wizard has a sourdough starter as her familiar. Okay, now I have to read it. Damn it. I keep seeing it pop up, I think, for Audible, because I have an Audible sub. And yeah. Defensive baking. That'll be fun. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. I will let you guys go. We'll see what my hyperfixation of next week is. Should be fun. And I will announce our coloring book competition winners, because we have many of them, hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, I got a lot of catch up to do on those. So I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you had an awesome week up to this point, and hopefully this helps a little bit. Do not feed the trolls. Not even, look, don't feed them. They can't have the sourdough. No. Or the chocolate or the candy. Don't feed the trolls. You want to focus on what you want to see more of in the hobby. Don't get discouraged when there's trolls and crazy people. It's not worth your time. And there's too many awesome people like those in the chat on both Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. Just not worth it. Think of the awesome people that you would miss. All right. On that note, I will see you guys next week. I will chat with you tomorrow. I will probably be posting a fair amount this week with all the stuff coming up. And then we will see you on the flip side next Sunday. All right. Love you guys. Bye.